people ask, who was your biggest influence or how, who helped you get to become the person you are? And the absolute biggest influence in my life, and I think what made me as good a creative director and creative as I was my dad,
Yeah.
who was a plumber.
Why?
He taught me every he was a plumber, but there was no problem he couldn't fix. There was no mechanical problem, no engine problem, something that would break around your house. And he could fix all the things that, if you took your car to a mechanic, so well, that's unfixable. My dad he was like a MacGyver of things, and he would find things in the garage, things that had nothing to do with the car or
Just
the
give me a
plumbing
paper
or
clip.
whatever. And he had chewing gum and duct tape and a paper clip, and he could fix anything. And I didn't like the trade side of it, but he always made me help and watch.
Sure.
And after a while, the things he could do with nothing, it rubs off on you. There was nothing he couldn't do. And then there was no, he'd be in groups like the Lions Club things, and they present him with problems or county boards that lawyers couldn't figure out and really smart. But my dad could always figure out a different solution because he taught me how to look at things from a different angle. Look at things from Everybody would look at things the same way, and my dad would always look at it from the opposite place. And he could solve anything. He would never accept failure, that you couldn't fix something or do something. And that's absolutely how I've my whole career has been that way.
What a wonderful blessing. I mean, when you're saying that, not a guess of if there's, one, and oftentimes in these interviews, I hope that there are three or four little nuggets of gold, right? That'll resonate with somebody. And to me, that's one of them. If you really want to be great in this business, especially from the creative side, but I think it's beyond that. It's the sales side and everything
Mhm.
else. To just be able to put on a different hat or to get from a different vantage point, oftentimes stealing that vantage point, right, from somebody else who, I see in our industry, it's like I've stolen things from the auto industry that I brought into some manufacturing zone that, in terms of their industry, they've never even thought about it. And it was like, well, if it worked over here, why didn't it work over there? And so I think we get myopic sometimes, and that's kind of a curious place. So that your dad doing that and being the guy that, well, I got to fix this thing. The sink is leaking.
Right.
There's an answer here.
You don't have to grow up in a family of writers or art directors or creative people to be creative or
Right.
because creative, all it is problem solving.
Yeah.
Advertising is problem solving. Whether you're a strategic planner, a media person, or account person, it's solving something in a new and creative way that's going to get people's attention. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
complex.
you say that's all that it is, but there's a bunch of people out there going right now. It's like how to draw. I remember as a kid, there'd be the how to draw a cat. Step one, draw a circle. Step two, draw another circle. Step three, Picasso. And you're like, what happened between two and three? I'm not quite sure.
Well, I think that's because I, people people don't understand people.